Welcome back to the Haunted Museum Live. Well, Zach has left the Dybbuk Box room, having been put off by the immense dark energy inside, but there is much more to see within these walls. This museum has on hand some of the most diabolical and dangerous paranormal objects and artifacts that can be found anywhere in the world. But one of the objects that's responsible for the most violence and destruction in the museum is an innocent-looking child's doll.
One of the more intense rooms has got to be Peggy's room.
Peggy is a demonic doll that we have here at the Haunted Museum. She has her own special room.
Dealing with Peggy is like dealing with a super pissed off, like, little kid, man.
Peggy the doll became infamous in the paranormal community when hundreds of people reported medical concerns up to and including a heart attack just from viewing her image in a photo or video. At her new home in Zach's museum, Peggy continues her assault on the living to this day.
We have a spirit box in that room that's constantly going, and you have the opportunity to ask Peggy questions. And one guest, leaning over the railing, politely asked, "Peggy, how are you doing today?" Peggy said in a deep demonic voice, "Die." And as soon as we exited, the woman immediately began to vomit.
Not die? She didn't die?
Peggy the doll. And yeah, the footage is really funny. They show a lady run outside and puke real fast. It's so great.
I guess that's her version of dying. Like, oh, die? Okay, I'll vomit.
No, they had their sound clips ready, but it really sounds like they had to like kind of wedge this whole segment in because the Dybbuk section is just so screwed. Like they're reeling, and man, they were like, dude, you gotta slow down. You guys are all dissing a man of the cloth, a rabbi. Let's just move on to something else. So let's hear some more about people's experiences with Peggy from some of the museum employees.
Number one rule with dealing with Peggy is don't look at her. Don't make eye contact. And when I went in the Peggy room, I definitely broke the rules and caught myself staring at her.
Idiot.
Right after that is when I had my first accident. I get T-boned by this car out of nowhere.
Peggy.
The last time I was in the room, I caught myself staring at her again, and within 48 hours, boom, I get hit by a semi. And I haven't been back in there since.
She is definitely one of our most dangerous exhibits here in the museum.
I've witnessed at least 4 to 5 nosebleeds in total. They happen out of nowhere. Demon House makes people faint. Peggy gives bloody noses.
Just days ago, Peggy lashed out again with another attack, this time directed at one of the producers who was preparing for tonight's live event.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Did you look directly into her eyes?
That's what I was doing. I know this sounds ridiculous, but I was like, I want to see her blink. And so I'm staring at her eyes, and I'm like, oh my God, my nose is running. And I put my hand up to my nose, and I'm like, it's blood.
You know what just happened? Your nose is bleeding? I walked into Peggy's room, and I looked her in the eyes, and I said, your daughter is a whore. And I swear to God, my nose just started to bleed.
What the hell, man?
Hey,
Oh,
hot
piss.
take. Peggy's cover for all the coke that they're doing and the bloody noses that they're getting.
Holy shit. You were right. Even during production, they're doing it. What the hell is that guy's problem? I wanted to see her blink. Your mother's a whore. Like,
Why would you say that? Like, okay.
She's like quoting The Exorcist now. It's ridiculous.
Novice.
And I got to go back to the first guy I was talking. I think that guy just wants to be T-boned, or he wants to kill himself. Because if you get hit by a car and you blame it on the doll the first time, hey, why are you going and doing that again? That makes no sense.
Yeah, why do you have to drive?
Peggy, this is brought off the rails. And that is a great point, man. A way to explain bloody noses, because they're bringing it in, and they know their noses are probably going to start bleeding at any moment. So they've got a
all
great.
the time.
I think my nose is bleeding right now. It just feels weird. I might be doing lines. I'm not sure.
So, not that there's already 40 people in this house already for this like event. So now they send even more people inside. So let's hear.
No.
Oh, well, this is the Peggy segment. They had some people on retainer for this one. So now let's send Stacia and Shayla, who look like a weirdly hot mother-daughter paranormal team, and they have a history with the doll. Let's hear from them.
Well, I am here with two of the tour guides who have been personally affected by Peggy, Shaylee and Stacia. How are you?
Great, nervous.
As
Great
good
and
as
nervous.
you can be right now.
Yeah, exactly. Now, both of you work here, so are you used to this place, or is this place as freaky for you as it is for me?
I'm used to this stuff in general, but it's making me really nervous to go inside here tonight.
I'm used to it. I know the place front
Have
and back.
you
but
spent a lot of time
different.
here at night investigating like this?
A little bit, not much.
We like to do a little bit of walking around after hours.
Okay.
Especially with Peggy. She's one of the more fun ones and more interesting ones. She's
And in case you're wondering why they have these devices on their arms, these are actually heart rate monitors. We've outfitted both of them with heart rate monitors so that we can be fully aware of what's happening inside. So I wish you the best of luck in there. Good luck.
Thank you.
You're brave. You're brave. Get in there.
Did he just pat them on the ass?
Yes, he did. Oh, so brave.
What was that?
So brave.
So brave.
Get in there, girls.
Get in there.
Yeah, so this hot mom-daughter looking couple, they go inside, and these ladies, they bravely enter, and they are greeted by Zach. But listen close to this next clip to Weirdo Aaron, all right? He's doing some, like, possessed bit since the Dybbuk Box, and it carries over some more here.
Stacia and Shaylee, how you doing?
Don't come around me. I'm not bothering
pretty
you.
intense.
Don't bother me.
Okay, I know both of you work for me. You're both tour guides here, and both of you have a very, what is this?
This is our heart rate monitors.
Okay.
They're going.
Okay.
Yep.
So I know both of you have strong connections with Peggy. I know you've both been affected by Peggy very, very strongly, very, very badly as well. We know that Peggy causes nosebleeds. She caused one of my production people a nosebleed a few weeks ago when he was here. So this is the time. I want all of us to go up there together, and we are going to further try to invoke Peggy. And what is Peggy? Are you good?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, follow me.
I've been wanting to know the same thing.
Oh, okay. All right. We get it. Nosebleeds. But, dude, did you guys hear Aaron in the beginning? Don't come around me. I'm not bothering you, all right? It's like he's still in his little weirdo, gotta be the affected, possessed guy.
Yeah, I think he's talking to something else in his own head, but he's bringing it out on his own. Like, he could be talking to that shit on an aside, like off to the side by himself. But
I want to just interject for a second. This is like kind of a Ghost Adventures thing. Is that like they like to have like at least one of them be kind of like possessed in each episode. So like all of a sudden, it's usually Zach. Usually Zach is the one who's like, like really like the demons just hop up in him like instantly, and like they usually find him in like the corner of a room, like talking to himself or like sitting in a chair, just like brooding, creepy. But this is kind of like a Ghost Adventures thing. It's just they switched it up this time, and it's Aaron. It seems like.
Wow.
Yeah, and good thing for the girls. And I guess much like Aaron is probably used to his own life, the girls completely ignore him, which good for them for staying strong. Now Shayla and Stacia, great names. They get to the room with Peggy the doll, okay, and Zach takes her out of her case for the first time.
No.
And look, just like everything else this dude owns, he tries to keep it in mint condition. All right. That's why he's got it locked up. He just can't help himself for this special. All right. And this might be the worst of this whole thing. They have another spirit box there that is permanently in the room with her, and it plays loud, random static over them the entire time.
Oh,
and
good.
Here's just a sample of their interaction with Peggy, because it's too much.
Oh, boy.
Stacia?
Mm-hmm. She just touched the doll. It goes maximum near touch. Oh, I missed it.
What happened?
It said it goes maximum like touch as she touched the doll.
Okay. I'm gonna turn on the box. Okay?
No.
Zach, I'm taking full spectrum pictures as she's holding it.
Trigger warning.
Shaylee?
Whoa, look at this. Look at this.
What?
How do you review? Hold on. Look at this. Look at this.
What'd you see?
There's a giant orb next to her in the middle of the shot. Does someone have a light? A flashlight? I don't know how you review it. Hold on.
Right here.
This.
Chaos, man. Holy cow.
Look at that.
Holy cow.
What
Yeah.
the fuck? That sounded like a weird blender. That was awful.
Yeah,
how
maybe
could
it's
you
one of
hear
those blenders
sounds
are
in that?
sending. I don't know how they can hear anything through that crap. Okay, like I said, it sounds like an Imperial probe droid, and they're taking pictures. There's the SLR thing or SRS, whatever that is going on. They got a picture of an orb on the girl's back. The whole segment with Peggy is chaos, and that's ugh. All right, to spare our listeners from getting a migraine, I'm not playing anymore. But this goes on for a long time, where this annoying box just plays random radio clips, and they all hear something different. They hear Stasia's name at one point. They hear the word demon, but it sounds like nothing. So the production moves on to something else entirely, something called the Zozo Demon.
I've heard of
Meet
the Zozo
Darren
Demon.
Evans, a man who is plagued by a disturbing and ancient phenomenon.
Throughout recorded history, mankind has been plagued by unknowable and powerful forces, the dark and the demonic, which they have attempted to communicate with and to better understand. And for over 130 years, one of the most common means of breaking through to the other side has been through a talking spirit board. Darren Evans has worked with the Ghost Adventures crew in the past and is an expert with spirit boards. He has dedicated his life to warning people about the dangers of their use ever since he mistakenly drew a demon named Zozo into his life.
Okay, that was Z. Oh. Oh, God, Z. Oh.
Which has tormented him ever since.
I heard my daughter scream, and she was down here, and I saw her at the bottom of the stairs. It lifted and carried off her feet. I bolted down the stairs as quickly as I could, and by the time I turned the corner, she was gone, and I could hear her in the basement screaming.
What? Many cultures throughout history have been plagued by versions of the Zozo demon. In the last decade, there have been multiple reports of spirit boards spelling out the name in a rainbow effect. Z-O, back and forth. Darren is the only person known to be able to conjure Zozo consistently, simply through his presence, even and perhaps especially when the entity is unwanted.
I'm not a bad guy. I don't know why this thing follows me the way it does. It's something that I deal with every day.
Ugh. All right. So this guy, Darren Evans, can contact a demon named Zozo with his Ouija board. Zozo.
Such a ridiculous name for such a scary thing. I've heard of it before. It's absolutely terrifying, but man, what a non-scary name. Zozo the Clown.
It sounds like Jimmy Page's name on Led Zeppelin 4.
Yeah, it's either Led Zeppelin or I was thinking Bozo too. I was like Zozo and
the Clown, yeah. Oh, that's what I got it from, Bozo. Oh, whoops.
Yeah. All right. So if there wasn't enough people in this place already, now Darren Evans of Zozo fame is allowed in also. So let's hear the intro of Darren Evans.
Well, Darren Evans is now entering the museum. Not only does he believe he's haunted by a powerful demon, he is going to attempt to call it forth. And he's not alone. He's going to be joined by paranormal expert Joshua Warren, and they are going to head inside and continue the investigation. Let's follow them live.
Wait, what did he just say?
Are you
I'm sorry.
serious?
I'm sorry.
Joshua
I'm sorry.
Warren?
I'm sorry. Play that again. Who's that?
He's not alone. He's going to be joined by paranormal expert Joshua Warren.
Oh, no
way.
Pee-pees. And he's dropped the pee-pee for this professional appearance. Now, yes, you guessed it. It's Pee-pee Warren, okay?
Jesus Christ.
And if
Why?
this is the
Why are you
direction,
bringing this?
if this is the direction that this is heading, I want to get an expert on the line. And we are joined today by the official Pee-pee Warren correspondent and a paranormal investigator in his own right,